yes, let's talk about what financial wholeness is and how you can achieve it. All right, let's go. So before we start, I like to dig a little deeper into budgeting. I mean, I am the Budgetnista, so you knew this was coming. So there are 4 steps to just a core budget. And the great thing is I'm actually going to give you a little cheat sheet, your money list cheat sheet. You're going to get 3 cheat sheets from me today: money list, debt list, and something called your net worth checklist or your net worth list. So that way you can fill these things out and you can start to work on your finances even when we're not currently together. All right. So there's a 4-step budget that I want you to lean into. As you see it on the screen, you can screenshot it, tag me on social, share it with your bestie. I'm all about that. Giving activates abundance, and I want you to share the wealth. So step 1 is to list everything you spend money on. I like to call this your money list. Like I said, you're going to get that cheat sheet so you can list everything that you spend money on. That means not just bills, but grooming, groceries, entertainment. What else do you spend money on? You should really be as honest as you can to yourself, because it doesn't really make sense to lie to yourself, right? This is your budget. So that's step 1, list everything you spend money on. Step 2, write down what you spend monthly on each item on your list. Now, here's why that's important. Your budget really is money in and money out within a month. We need to get a physical picture of what is your money doing. So how much are you spending monthly? Some things are obvious, like rent or mortgage. But for me, right, I've got sister locks. And so I get my hair done, retightened, I want to say about 4 times a year. Right. And I spend about $100 each time because I do like the retightening in between myself. So if I get my hair done 4 times a year and $100 each time, that means I get my hair done every 3 months or so. So that's $100 divided by 3 months. You're looking at like $33 a month. So I need to put that down on my money list. Let's just say you're eating out and you're like, oh, okay, I eat out, maybe twice a week. And I spend $20 each time. So 20 times 2 is $40 a week times 4 weeks in a month. That's $160 for the month. You need to put that down in your money list. I want you to figure out the monthly amount of what that expense is costing you. Okay, that's step 2. Step 3, add up the expenses on your money list. How much is your life costing you a month? We need to get clear on that. And step 4, subtract it from how much you make, how much you actually take home, not just what you make on paper, but how much you actually take home every month. This is just a basic bare bones budget. I have given you the cheat sheet to fill it in, so no excuses. I want you to get to it. Now, here's the bonus of having your money written down or put in a spreadsheet or put on your computer in this way, because now we can learn to budget without budgeting. So this is something I had to learn because I really like budgeting. And I know it's not something that everyone loves, like my husband. So I had to figure out a way. How do I get him to budget without budgeting? So we created this money list. So this is a bonus for you because I had to teach him. We created this money list. And then I realized, okay, he wasn't putting money where I wanted him to put it once he got paid. So I was like, okay, there's really like a 4-bucket system. And those buckets are checking, saving, savings. I'll do it again. Checking, saving, savings. First checking, this is where most of your money will land sometimes, or at least some of your money will land. But this is really like your spending account. This is attached to your debit card. Now, the second checking account is your bills account. So actually scratch that. This is probably where most of your money gonna land. This bills account does not have a debit card. Did you know you can ask for a checking account and say, I don't want a debit card? I don't want you to get a debit card because I don't want you accidentally swiping away your bill money, okay? The first savings, I believe that there's 2 focuses for savings. Savings for emergency and savings for goals. So first savings, this is your emergency account. This is where you're going to start to stash away money. We're going to talk a little bit more about what your emergency savings should look like, but this is where you're going to stash that money away. Second savings is for your goals. Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to buy a car? Do you want to start investing? That's what your second savings. So this is almost like short-term savings or emergency savings and long-term savings. Checking, savings. So once you understand you have those 4 accounts, you're going to do something that I like to call split it before you get it. Okay. So what that means is you're going to go to HR or you're going to go to your payroll department and say, hey, I would like for you to split my check into 4 ways. Now, not every payroll department allows this, but many do. So check. And the 4 ways, you're going to do the math because now you have your money list and decide how much you need to go into your spending account, how much you need to go into your other your bills account, your other checking account, how much to your emergency savings every month, and how much to your goal savings. So when my husband gets paid now, his money is split before he gets, so he doesn't have to go through all this effort of budgeting. And so that's what I like to call budget without budgeting. Now, let's just say payroll says you can't split more than twice. So you can't split, you only can get it deposited into one account. That's okay. Then the one account it should go into is that initial checking account attached to your debit card. And then you make those transfers. You can actually automate those transfers if you want to the other accounts. So that's budget without budgeting.